ho, ho. Look at that. Look at that. Bob's got a new look. Show's got a new look. Oh, yeah. What do you think, Denver? Right? Little pizzazz, little style. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Denver. Thursdays are crazy for podcasts. Wednesdays aren't bad at all. And Tuesdays, nobody has still stepped into the time slot that dealer vacated when RDX stopped. That's crazy. There's still nothing on Tuesdays. It's wild. So, I don't know. Tuesdays, man, it's early in the week. You don't catch any of the late breaking news, none of that stuff. All right. Pumped. I'm pumped. Yep, I'm pumped. Oh, thanks for your help the other night, Denver. I really appreciated that last night getting that cam set up. Yeah, really helped out a lot. This is Game Set Live on our last Thursday night. From now on, I will be opening the show on Wednesday nights with welcome everybody to another episode of Game Set Live. And what's Hump Day without a little KY and the boys? Oh, look who it is.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you, of course. But
Me?
look, yeah,
Okay.
I gotta add you. Everybody,
How you doing, man?
you are looking at Mr. Fabio Amorin.
Sup?
Yeah. How you been doing, Fabio? Doing good, brother?
Yeah, doing well. Like, thank you very much. It was a pleasure. Just way too much work now going on with the doctorate, but yeah, doing just fine, my man. How are you
How
doing?
is what was for dinner?
Who was? What?
What
Huh?
was for dinner?
Ah, some grinded meat, some rice, beans, and just lettuce. Basically, something simple.
Ah, hmm. Sounds
Yeah,
very, very
simple but
delicious.
effective.
Mm, love to hear it. Yes, yum, yum, yum.
I can't believe it. We are actually doing this. Like, this is the first show we do since what?
Uh, hmm. 2 weeks.
I mean, it has been around 84 years since the last
It's
time we
not
done this.
been 84. Yeah, sorry about
Of
that,
course.
Denver. I did not have Cam 2 set up with just two, so now I do. And, what am I doing? Move me up. There you go.
It's a dynamic show, right? We set up everything right in the middle of it. Which,
Exactly. I mean,
by the
that's
w-
what we're good at.
which, by the way, where are the other two assholes?
Well, you saw Vinny. Vinny is doing tests and stuff. I didn't know Vinny was still in college.
I mean, Vinny is doing his sex change operation. We wish him all the best. So we know it's going to be all successful for sure. And Mr. Bushido,
I don't
okay,
know.
just and as always, like it's amazing. Yesterday, it was all good. It was all laughs and funs while we were just talking about football and all the BS, all kinds of BS, and now he just disappears. It's amazing.
Yeah, I know. I know.
It's just
Disappears.
amazing. Let me check with our group here just to see if any of the boys available are. I mean, so Game MJ Prime and Mr. Wise Old Gamer.
I hit Wise up. He's in a conference call until 8 Central, and 8 Central will be. Hold on. 8 Central. Isn't that. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock our time. 9 o'clock
9
our
o'clock?
time.
Ah, then we could consider that soon
Thank
enough
you.
he's going to be joining
Bob
here. No
feels
worries.
35 years old too after losing 75 pounds.
All right, all right. So,
So,
um, how is
what we
that?
got? What we got on screen right now is some Atomfall gameplay that I captured off of PC.
Okay, that's nice.
Comes out, I believe. Everybody else gets early access to it in 10 days. Ten
Mm-hmm.
days. I'm planning on doing a video review for this game. So, uh, yeah,
Amazing.
yeah. GSL does scare Bushido Thember. Totally. He's really frightened. He told me so. All right, so let's see here.
What do we have for tonight, my
What do we
friend?
have for tonight? Well, the big rumor right now is that
Hmm,
Xbox's handheld's going to hit this year, this holiday.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting.
Don't know if I believe that though.
Yeah, me neither. I can totally believe the possibilities of a handheld. I can totally believe all the stuff coming from saying that it's going to have Windows and all that kind of stuff as well. But
Right.
like this year, I don't know. There might be the announcement of it. That's different. That's something. But not the actual thing.
Oh, you see what Bob's got behind him right there? See that? That's an
A bunch of posters, boxes,
no
and
that
the Fallout helmet.
no that big box right there.
Yeah,
The big
what
brown
is it with
box.
the big
That's a
one?
Samsung Odyssey Neo G7. That is Bob's new gaming monitor. He's yet to put on the wall. That's right. 43
Okay,
inch.
okay,
What? Huh?
okay. So you're trying to tell me that you are one of the richest persons in the entire
No,
world?
no.
No,
No.
you're surely doing a
Bob.
terrible job about it.
Bob has a lot of credit. That's all.
Hmm.
Bob was financially responsible earlier in his life.
Well done. That's that's an inspiration, my man. I wished I was no, just kidding. So I wish I
Oh,
had 1% of the money you have.
you will. You will. As soon as you move up here, you will have plenty.
Hmm. Hmm. I definitely should go to Kentucky. It seems to be good. Probably my girlfriend's going to hate me if we move to there, but
She'll love you. What are you talking about?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, so this is going to be our last night on Thursdays. We move to Wednesdays starting next week. Um,
Oh,
and you know what another word for Wednesday is? It's called Hump Day because it's that hump in the middle of the week that you got to get over before Then you're heading towards the end of the week, and I was thinking about opening the show with what is Hump Day without a little bit of KY in the guys? How do you like that? You think it's got a nice ring to it, or do you think it's too much of an innuendo?
I think there's definitely the innuendo. Maybe we can work it out something. But for now, if you prefer to continue to say that, fair enough. No worries.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think I will say that. All right.
There's
So
going to be drawings as well while you're talking about it. So,
hopefully not. No.
yes,
No.
please. Oh, we're going to get so canceled. Like, it's amazing how we managed to get to episode what? 110. God damn it.
No. Let's see. There we go. I like that better.
All good.
Oh,
We
I'm just
done.
playing.
That's
I'm
it.
playing. Yeah.
Ah, you're playing.
This is Bob's play day. Oh, Thimber says
Um,
he's got a news. He's got some news bits in here. Well, we're like 2 weeks behind on news. So,
I mean, 2 weeks? I mean, we are we are an entire half a year, honestly, considering how
Half a
long it took
year.
for us to do a show.
It's not been half a year. All right. So let's see. Hmm.
Hmm.
There's a
What do we have?
there was an Annapurna Interactive 2025 showcase. I did not watch that, but I really
Me
should
too.
go back and watch it.
Anna Orna showcase.
Annapurna showcase. I know. It's a
I
little
mean,
bit
I
of a.
remember that they announced it. I do remember they announced that. No, I didn't see it.
Why didn't you see it? Oh, you know it's part of your job.
Ah, is it part of my job now? Did you see it?
Yes, it's
Ah, you
definitely
did.
part of your job. Say something, Fabio.
Something.
Something again.
Something.
Okay. I just need to fix the border.
We good? We're good.
Yeah.
Great. It's amazing. We are never going to stop just setting up everything
Oh no,
in the
no.
middle.
As
It's
soon as
just
I got it, I could just turn it on, turn it off.
mm-hmm,
Just
mm-hmm.
getting it to start with. Um, apparently, Annapurna's 2025 looks terrific.
Showcase.
Yes, their interactive
Hmm.
2025 showcase. New release dates for games to a T from the new Katamari game called
Uh-huh.
Ooh. Skin Deep Blendo Games, as well as new looks at Wheel World.
You're
Wheel
all watching
World.
Bob's live reaction to the Annapurna
Ooh,
showcase.
that's right. Sayonara Wild Hearts. It's going to be a new shadow drop
Okay.
for. It was a new shadow drop for PS5 owners. It's out now,
Yeah,
currently
good.
on Sony's current gen platform.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Wheel World looks nice to me.
Hmm.
I liked Wheel World was the one. Remember we saw the video, um, the teaser a while ago, and it's you on a bike, and
Ah,
it kind of,
okay.
yes, that looks very promising. I like the look of that.
I'm I'm seeing it. Ah, okay. Looks nice. Looks beautiful, actually. I love the art style.
Yeah. Let's see. To a T is coming May 28th to PS5, Windows PC, and Series X.
Okay, so we have an issue here. We have
Yes.
a problem here. Because
What?
in their official website, 2T is just listed for Steam and Xbox.
Oh, Annapurna, you better get on that. Fix it.
Someone made a typo. I'm pretty sure of
I
it.
don't believe in typos.
You don't, so if anyone has the blood typo, you're never going to believe that.
Mm-mm. No.
No, okay. There's just A, B, and A, B. Is that what you're telling me?
It's exactly what I'm telling you. Word.
Amazing. No, who cares about the universal, the universal donor, right? Amazing. So if you're a typo in terms of blood, you don't exist, or someone lied to you. Probably
Exactly.
one of
I
the two.
mean, I believe it. I totally believe it. Okay.
What
uh,
is it? Wow.
fans also get a fun treat in the form of a song from Steven Universe creator Rebecca Sugar, which is all about the game's giraffe. There's a giraffe in the game to a
Ah,
T.
that's. Mm, mm.
Interesting. At least it's a giraffe and not a rhino. You know, rhinos, they kind of they destroy things. Wonder
Okay.
Stop. There also a new game called Wonder Stop. It's a narrative-centric, cozy game about people going through changes they don't want to go through. March 11th,
Mm.
out now already. PS5, Windows PC, and Xbox Series X. There is a new demo on Steam for it too. Bob,
Hmm.
I may check it out. You never know. Maybe I'll fight
Nice.
Apollo, and maybe I won't. I did it, Adrian. Sorry, yeah, tangent.
I'm
Happy.
try. I'm still trying. Like, Bob, is it be truthful here. Did you take your medicine? You're taking it right now. Fair enough.
Yes,
There we go. You feel
yes,
much better?
yes, yes. That medicine and this medicine makes Bob a happy camper.
Okay, what is the second medicine? I'm
The
curious now.
second Megan is benchmark Kentucky Straight Bourbon with some Diet Mountain Dew.
Ah, seems good.
Yes,
Sounds really good, actually.
it does. Mountain Dew was created as a mixer for
Mm-hmm.
for bourbon, and wow, I gotta tell you, they got that right.
Oh, damn.
Yes, Wheel World is coming to Game Pass. Number says so. See, no
Seriously?
no risk. Try it out. I mean, I know they do a lot of biking down there in Brazil. That's like one of your all's like major pastimes, right? It's like either biking or soccer. It's definitely not football. They shun you, football fans.
I mean, here's the funny part. Like, here's the funny part. If you say like football here in Brazil, they are going to they
Assume you're
are going to
talking about
understand that
soccer.
you're talking about soccer. Exactly. You can't say like just simply football. And actually, no, I don't remember like biking being one of the main sports. What I remember is like purely football. Oh my God, soccer and volleyball. Basically, that's it.
Wow, that's
Oh yeah, jiu-jitsu as well.
jujitsu. That's a pastime down there, boy. I bet y'all have some killer street brawls. I
Not
bet it's
necessarily,
like
not a pastime, not a pastime. I'm
oh,
talking about in terms of like sports in
I bet
general.
you all have like. Dude, I bet a riot in Brazil looks like some Jackie Chan 1980s kind of kung fu movie mixed with Kill Bill. Yeah, I bet it's awesome.
It is equivalent to a Tony Jaa movie.
There you go.
It's
Oh
just
man.
no cuts. Like 30 minutes of pure combat, no cuts at all.
There's gonna. They announced a Lush Fall a photography sim. Not interested. We're just gonna skip over that.
Photography scene? Okay, so
Yes.
you just you just take photographies and that's it.
Yeah. Apparently. Hmm.
Okay,
Wonder
like
Stop.
are these all like first party to Annapurna, or are they like games being developed in partnership with someone as well?
No, this is from Annapurna, and a lot of it's got release dates. A lot of them have demos that you can try on Steam, and I'm not sure if I haven't read yet where you can get a console demo.
Hmm.
Wonder Stop is out now. Ah, Wonder Stop is the narrative-centric cozy game about people going through changes they don't want to go through, which is probably what's happening right now to Vinny in an operating room somewhere.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. We
Yeah.
wish him
Sorry.
all the best
Sorry.
and all the support.
Sorry, Vinster. We'll when you come back to the show, we'll be calling you Vinny Rita.
Maybe
Vinny Rita.
Vanessa or something like that.
Oh, Vanessa, that's good.
Maybe, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe, maybe that's going to be much better.
You so Vanessa. Yeah.
You so Vanessa.
I like it.
My God. When he comes back, he's soon enough going to be leaving the show because
Ah.
he's just not gonna stand for it.
Oh man.
You so that
So
was
there's
good.
a new game coming out from called Skin Deep. It's made by Blendo Games, the developer behind 30 Flights of Loving and Quadrilateral Cowboy. No idea what
Okay,
those are. And they will release
What?
a weird new first person shooter on April 30th for Windows PC. New gameplay
Ah,
footage of the immersive FPS showed off competitive gameplay on a starship where sabotage and sneezing are tools in this creative sandbox. Skin Deep looks chaotic as heck and a hell of a lot of fun. Well, sneezing. Sneezing is going to be. I've never seen sneezing as an offensive move. No. I don't know about that.
wait. What do you mean as an offensive move? Where did
It's
you
a
see
compet.
that?
It says the new gameplay footage of the immersive FPS known as Skin Deep showed off
Uh-huh.
competitive gameplay on a starship where sabotage and sneezing are tools in this creative sandbox.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, don't know. Don't know.
What's going on with what's going on?
I don't know. I think we'll just leave it there.
Yeah,
Sneezing.
better.
Sneezing. Can you imagine what the one who dies from the sneeze? Can you
I
imagine what
mean,
the
just
kill cam will say to you? What will the kill cam say?
achoo.
Bless
It's
you,
going to say bless you.
bless you. It's going.
Oh,
It's literally going to go. Bless you. Try again.
like it's going to be like bless you, and while it's showing like the replay of your death is going to like be popping in and out a tissue every time. Just
Hey Thember, that buffering should be
ah,
clear now. I'm
is it better
yeah,
now?
my
Is it
internet
better
hit
now?
my internet hit a bump, but it's back now. I do apologize everybody for any buffering you may see. Because Kentucky has got we've had some really bad internet issues in this area. They've been working on it for the last few days. Yesterday, I would not have been able to do a show like what was originally planned because I had an upload of like 6-7 megabits, and because of all the video that I'm running now, the cameras and the gameplay, it takes at least 10 megabits to run this show, which is half of my available upload. So I have a 20 meg up. I use 10 on starting next week Wednesdays to do the show.
Mhm.
So I need my cable company to be at least half as good as they promised me they will be, and sometimes they can't even do that. I don't know. What am I
They
to do?
promised you.
Well, yeah, I mean it's like what I pay for. They don't give me a discount if I call them up and say I'm only getting 6 up. I don't get a discount. They just say,
Yep.
okay, we'll send a technician out to check your connection. Oh, okay. Next game, Far Away. Developer Steph Thurian showed off more from Far Away, the single-player adventure in which you play as a shooting star and form constellations. That's
And you
different.
are far away from everything.
Apparently, you're far away from everything. When we're not talking about
Um,
yeah.
it, it takes like 2 hours for you to get to the objective. 'Cause you are far away. Oh my lord.
Well. It does say here that it's been in development on and off for more than a decade. So apparently, the development time is going to equate into the necessary play time also to finish the level. Just saying, it's possible. Because constellations are just groupings of stars. And how long does it take to travel from one star to another? Yeah, it could be a long game. I mean, I see the replay value though. If you can play
Do
it,
you?
yeah. I mean, if you can play it again in a second life, totally.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Oh my lord.
Uh,
No, this cannot be a real name.
yes, it's a PlayStation 5 version of Samago's 2019 Dreamy Pop arcade game. It's now available. The PS5 version of Sayonara Wild Hearts adds a console-exclusive unlockable game mode, Remix Arcade, which offers infinitely replayable levels and a high-score chase. The enhanced re-release also includes 4K resolution, 120 FPS refresh rate, which I get with that Odyssey Neo. Yeah. And DualSense support. Ooh, so you get haptic feedback at your fingertips.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
All right. Ready to go on to the next topic?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Please, for the love.
Metro 2033. Developer pulls a reverse Fight Club twist. Ooh. I did really like that game. Take a look
What
at
game
Discord.
now? Oh, okay. You mean the Metro Exodus and stuff franchise? Is that what you're telling me?
What's wrong with our Discord?
What happened? What is it?
Oh, I'm looking. He's posted something in our general chat on the Discord.
Ah, he's just
Yeah, you
posting
know what,
his
Thember?
download.
Thember, I love you, but F you, Thember. He did a speed test of his
I
internet.
see it.
Speed test of his internet, and he's yeah. Okay.
I see it. That's not very nice.
So,
Someone likes to be a show off.
not very nice, Thember.
How dare you?
I gotta
You
move on.
should feel ashamed.
I gotta move on to this Metro 2033 news.
Well, just because
The developer
just
has pulled it. Go ahead.
just because of that, we are not even going to talk about any other topics that Fimber sends. We are going to our own topics here. So,
really?
how's the wife?
The wife is surprisingly good. Definitely light at the end of the tunnel time. The daughter, she sprained her ankle. She was over dramatic. She couldn't put any weight on it. We had to carry her to the truck. They did an X-ray. They didn't see anything. They had a specialist look at the X-ray the next day. They couldn't see anything, so they wrote it off to a sprain. So she was in a boot for 3-4 days, and yeah, I missed the show last week because of that.
But no worries. Come on.
Fatherhood.
Come on now. Like with, I mean, with the pain she was suffering, probably like she got scared.
I guess. Okay.
I mean, let's be honest. It is understandable.
Metro 2033 developer pulls a reverse Fight Club twist. It's been 2 companies this whole time, and one of them is changing its name and making a sci-fi shooter in a dystopian South Africa. Wow.
Okay, like
for a Ukraine, the studio behind Metro 2033, Metro Last Light, and alongside For a Malta, Metro Exodus has a new name and a new game. From this day forth, the studio will be known as Reburn, and its first new project under that title is La Quimera, a dystopian sci-fi FPS set in a fictional Latin American megalopolis in the later half of the 21st century. Okay. I do like their games.
So. Yeah, but the name change.
Yeah, Reburn. I don't know anybody who likes to get burned.
That's not a good name at all, honestly. Like,
it could be worse.
Like
I don't know. Oh, I do want to bring up. I just happened to look at the screen on OBS, and I wanted to remind everybody that this episode is not being recorded. This episode will not be on Spotify, Apple, and Google next tomorrow. That's not set up yet in the OBS because Bob reinstalled Windows and everything had to go from scratch. But thought going from scratch, might as well go totally from scratch. Yeah. See, you see how I can get off on a tangent, just totally break the. This must be what happens when somebody mentions Halo around you. You just tear off on a tangent, break from the norm, and totally get off topic. And it takes four of us to wrangle you back in. God, why don't you wrangle me back in ever? You just let me carry. See, you still haven't said anything. You're just letting me carry on with these tangents. I can turn a 2 hour show into a 4 hour show easily. That's it, everybody. That is it. Game Set Live is going on tonight until midnight. 8 to 12, baby.
Oh
Bam,
no.
bam, 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 bam.
Oh no, for the love of God,
You're gonna
please.
know the
Don't.
name of every chicken Bob has. You're gonna know the name of the goat that's not with us anymore because he talked shit about the XPN network. You're gonna know what the names of my dogs and my cats and my lizards and everything. That's right. Get to know Bob because we're gonna be here a while. Let's do this thing. Eat a chicken wing.
So I gotta go. And I don't think I'll be coming back, alright?
Uh, it's just getting
What
crazy.
the fuck? What the fuck just happened? I got out of nowhere.
You know,
Okay, I think
I'm just trying to
I think
liven
we're
it up,
starting.
bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I think we're starting to get a bit crazier with these random topics. Maybe we should go to some big stuff.
Hey,
I
man,
don't know.
we got we're breaking from the norm. We're separating ourselves from the crowd. We're getting away from the overly populated Thursdays into Wednesdays. And so we're going to be loud and proud and all by ourselves on Wednesday nights. That's what I'm looking forward to. When you tune in to Game Set Live, not only are we going to educate you and inform you, we're going to entertain you. That's right. Every one of us up
I
here on
do.
camera every night like superstar. That's right.
After what you just saw from this guy over here, do you feel entertained? I did.
They better.
They better, otherwise I'm going to throw my chickens at them, and we'll see how they.
Whoop. Now this is some
That how it's going.
gameplay. This is some gameplay from Atomfall that I captured. Brought to you by Rebellion. This is all taken in high definition. This is Rebellion taking you through one of your very first missions in the game. They posted it to their channel yesterday, or was it late night the day before? I did capture it to show it here. The other gameplay that you did just watch, where the person playing was a bad shot, had really shitty aim. That was Bob. Bob apologizes.
Who
No.
could have guessed that
Oh,
you
shut
are
up.
the one is missing every shot while you are doing gameplay?
Okay, Thember's yelling at us. Thember's yelling at us.
Is it?
Yes, he's like, let's get the news topics going.
Okay.
All
Big
right.
stuff. Do we have any?
Big stuff. Who do you think you are? Oreo Big Stuff. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, from Pure Xbox, Terminator 2D No Fate announced for Xbox, and it's coming out this September. Yeah. Let's see. What is
Okay.
it? Is Reef Entertainment, the team behind Terminator Resistance, good game, has today announced that it's teaming up with developer Bitmap Bureau to make Terminator 2D No Fate, a new two-dimensional entry in the famous sci-fi franchise. Launching on Xbox this September, Terminator 2D No Fate brings characters and scenes from the famous film Terminator 2 Judgment Day, the best film, I might add.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's just like when you start talking about Indiana Jones films. There's only 3 films. There was no 4th film, and there was no 5th film. So
Especially the
let's
fifth.
right. Let's squash that. When you're talking about Terminator, there were only 2 films. There was not a 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. What are they up to now? Exactly 2.
I
Okay.
mean, I mean, and let's all forget about Terminator Genesis, please.
We have. Yeah, it's gonna take scenes from that. Oh, please tell me that there's a scene where when Arnold Schwarzenegger goes down into the molten lava with the thumbs up, he comes bashing back out and does some more killing. Please tell me that's in there. Yeah, yeah.
That
Bob,
would be
sorry.
really nice.
Bob will. I promise to lay off the speed before the shows from now on. I'm pretty pumped. I'm pretty hyped. I'm not used to seeing everybody's face on my OBS screen. I'm used to having to look over here at my third
I
monitor.
mean, it's amazing. Everybody's face, which is just mine right now,
Yes, yes.
because one
Fabio,
is having a exchange
I'm gonna send
operation,
you.
and
It's
the other just
Timmy in the
died.
chat. Timmy, look,
Oh my god!
Game Set Live has a new look. You get to look at our ugly mugs now.
Yep, we are so sorry for you. I just want to point out that.
Bob
Okay,
is sending you a new camera, Fabio. I want high definition.
I'm sorry. This is
I
the
want
notebook
to
camera. I
see the
can't do so.
individual hairs in that beard of yours. Alright?
No,
Come on.
they
I
shall,
want to count the
they
gray
shall,
hairs over the years as they come in. I do.
they shall never be revealed.
Oh.
It shall never happen. In fact, I'll just turn off my camera now, just to say fuck you.
Wow.
That's
That's
basically
that's
okay.
mean. That's mean.
Okay, okay. I'll stop it. I'll stop.
But anyway, takes scenes from the famous film Terminator 2 Judgment Day into video game form, mixing them with original scenarios in this new Terminator experience. Um, a quote from the developer: play as Sarah Connor and the T 800 through a variety of thrilling missions as they take on the T 1000 and try to put a stop to Skynet's plans before the human race is annihilated. Lead the resistance as John Connor in the future, fighting on the front lines as mankind's only hope in the war against the machines. In this unique story blending iconic scenes from Terminator 2 Judgment Day with original scenarios and multiple endings, humanity's fate is yours to decide. That's right.
Ooh.
All right. Yeah.
All right, all right,
All
all right.
right.
But like, well, okay, but like, is it first person? Is it third person? What is it going to be?
It's a 2D. So
Ah, okay, I forgot about that detail. You did say it.
I
I just
did.
forgot about it. Sorry
Right?
about it.
It's not your fault. I mean, it happens. You know? As many tangents as Bob goes off on, you could forget some things. It's alright, dude. It's
I,
alright.
I mean, but like, it can be a nice idea. I just really curious of how they're going to be executing it. Like, you know how usually it is when it
There.
comes
Thimber brought
to.
up the shades. So there, Thimber. Shades are back, bro. Alright.
There we go. You happy now?
But Bob can't see anything now, so I'm gonna have to put these on over top of the shades if you're okay with that.
How dare you? How dare you? We don't need you to see.
I
We just
need
need
to
to
read,
feel.
dude. I need to read. I
No,
have a
you don't.
script. I have
No, you
news brought
don't.
to me by our esteemed confidant, Thimber X. Yes, that
Okay.
did something very weird over the microphone in our chat last night. Well, I'm gonna bring it up. I think he had a rage moment. It's cool. We all have them. Yeah.
He did.
Okay.
He did. Like out of nowhere, sounds just came out of his mic while we were
I know it
talking,
was weird.
discussing
I was
about
like, I didn't even
football
know he had a
and
mic.
stuff. I didn't know as well. And
Why?
like he was just saying that I don't have a mic. I think he was lying to us.
I don't know.
I think he just doesn't like us actually.
This is not true. Thimber is always there to help the team out and take one for the team if I need him to go and hunt down Bush from
Okay.
the evil
Which
nurses.
Bush? Okay, which Bush are you talking about
It
now?
depends on what move. If Bob wants to do
Senior,
it,
se- senior, junior, or Bushido?
okay. Depends on what kind of mood Bob is in. If Bob wants to do a show, then I'm looking for Bushido. If Bob's got that look in his eye, then he's looking for another kind of Bush. All right.
Mm,
All right. Next on
we're
the
talking about
topics.
persons. We're talking
Next.
about persons, right? Not necessarily
Oh.
talking about actually bushes.
Oh gosh. Okay. Next on the topic list, a Jex trilogy trailer confirms a summer release window. That's right. It's going to be a compilation consisting of all three Gex games. While no
Oh,
specific
that's really
release
sweet.
date has been announced, the latest trailer from publisher Limited Run Games gives a summer 2025 release window. Gex Trilogy, which will be coming to the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch, and PC, contains all three games in the Gex series of action platformers released originally during the PlayStation 1 era. The games are being released via Limited Run's Carbon Engine, a development tool that helps create emulation based ports of classic games for modern hardware. It will be released in both digital and physical versions. According to Limited Run, Gex Trilogy adds save state and rewind options for all three games, as well as a new widescreen support for the second and third games.
Mm-hmm.
Adds
Okay.
a music player and a media player with promotional material and artwork and new video interview with Dana Gould, the comedian who voiced Gex in the North American versions of the game. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Let's do that.
I mean,
Zero.
I think it's quite interesting considering that it's a PlayStation 1 franchise coming back. Like I'm curious to see how it's going to perform, but I'm glad that there are people who are okay, let's try to bring it back. Let's see if we can make some money out of people's nostalgia somehow.
So what's funny, and we don't pull no bones here on Game Set Live. I don't care
Yes,
what
we do.
No, we do not. No, we are not a console specific podcast, show, or channel. We cover all bases. So
Minus Nintendo because we usually never talk about that.
yeah, I gave my Switch to my daughter.
Oh my lord. Okay, so is she joining the show someday to
No,
talk about it?
no. Okay, so I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm glad somebody else is bringing back PS1 games because Sony sure as hell isn't.
Yes. X. Like that is a situation that I just don't understand. And let's be honest, neither is Xbox considering like the amount of IPs that they have. And like really retro but at the time beloved IPs that they're just not using whatsoever. Like they got Conquer, they got Banjo Kazooie, they definitely like got try to do
Yes.
more. They should be doing trying to do more Crash Bandicoot or continue to do more Spyro games as well. There's Killer Instinct. There's a bunch of also rare IPs that
A lot.
you could definitely see from the rare replay the potential that Xbox has in terms of what games should we make and try it out because they just end up accumulating all these IPs and they don't end up doing nothing with it. I don't know why. I don't know what's the point.
I can't tell you either. Next on the topic
It,
list. Well, we're not even out of February yet. We are so far behind. GameSet Live apologizes to everybody for our missteps.
our missteps, we just weren't able to do a show. Is that why?
I
Is
know, but we, kind of
not
we
necessarily
owe
a
we owe the
misstep.
community something, bro. I mean, anyway. Um, Metroid Dread developer announces Blades of Fire heading to Xbox. Do you
Mm.
know that name? I don't know that
Let me
name.
check here. Blades of Fire.
Heading to
Blade.
Xbox in May 2025.
I didn't see that. I didn't see anything about it. I just like saw it at the Xbox store, and then I saw the price of it, and I was scared because
Um,
that's really expensive.
so the teams at Mercury Steam and 505 Games, we've heard of them, announced a brand new action adventure game called Blades of Fire, and the good news is that it'll definitely be coming to Xbox Series X and S when it launches on May 22nd. In terms of what to expect, it apparently features a unique weapons forging system that allows you to create near limitless weapon variations, with the ultimate goal being to destroy the evil queen who has turned all steel to stone in an attempt to eliminate any opposition to her reign.
Interesting. Like I do really enjoy some good medieval fantasy stuff, but
Ooh, $45.
like
I don't know.
yeah, when it comes to the price of it, like $45. Let me check here in my Xbox store real quickly. I'm curious.
You're right,
Now you
Thumber. I'm looking at the screenshots right now. It does look sick.
let me check here.
It does
Blades
look
of
sick.
Fire. You told me,
Do we
right?
know what perspective the game is being played from?
Probably fourth person, I imagine.
Um, from the developer, Step Forward, Arian Delera, the last hero who can wield steel, and Adso, a young scholar whose knowledge of lost myths and sacred tongues may shape their fate. Learn how to craft near limitless weapon variations in the game's unique weapons forging system and bring the queen to her knees. Combine countless
Mhm.
alloys, hilts, runes, blades, and pummeling edges to craft and perfect the ultimate evil slaying weapon. Every enemy type will pose unique challenges. Every weapon you create will meet those challenges. Hmm. It does. It looks
Okay,
sick.
seems
Sounds
here.
sick.
Seems interesting. The problem is the pricing. Like it's here in Brazil. Yeah, there's a price equivalent to
I
$70
mean,
here, and
if
you're
you're
telling me
if you're if you're
45.
gonna ask a premium price, um, I would expect some sort of a demo, kind of give everybody a taste. You know, if it's going to be that good, if it's going to garner that price, then I would let people have a taste, and if they like it, they're going to pay it. If they pay it, on the other hand, and don't like it, then you're going to hurt your reputation.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So,
No
um,
doubt about
oh, seriously? I mean, don't get me wrong. It's kind of okay. Next on the news, this kind of piques my interest because I've got a few of them sitting around, and I'm telling you, back in my heyday, when I was partying with the in-laws and the wife on Rock Band and Guitar Hero, I can tell you that I've got some guitars around here in the closet, probably, or outside in the garage in storage, that probably have a button
it.
or two that don't work on them anymore. But Gibson and CRKD are releasing new Les Paul guitar controllers. The new guitar
Okay.
controllers are going to work on Fortnite Festival and some legacy Rock Band and Guitar Hero games. Okay, you've piqued my interest. I have to look this up. How much are
But
they
like,
going to
are
cost?
you? Yeah, but like, would you actually play
Oh
during
no,
this
thank you, sir.
Fortnite festival?
I'm not paying. Oh,
How much?
the Xbox version is going to cost $119. I do not want to revisit Rock Band and Guitar Hero that much. I'm sorry. I had a blast, but you know To have fun in those games, you kind of have to play. Okay, to get the most out of those games, you have to play with other people. I'm not buying
Mm-hmm.
multiple $120 guitars, especially with Rock Band. Drums, the drums, like one of the drums and stopped working or something like 2 months down the road, and I mean, yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
microphone, it's just a microphone, but still, uh, yeah, I'm gonna pay $120 for a new guitar controller so that I can play those games by myself.
I mean, you're
I don't
not
know.
crazy, are you?
I don't think so. Okay. Oh, there's a pro edition. There's a pro edition that will feature an advanced fret system with a mechanical fretboard engineered for unmatched precision and responsiveness, and a halt effect strum bar with haptic feedback and customizable sensibility. The
You're
Pro
telling
Ed-
me that there's going to be a base version which is going to be an inferior product, and then the good stuff that actually matters and actually works is going to be behind an extra paywall?
$10 paywall. You can get the regular guitar controller for 119, Xbox version US, or 129 for the Pro Edition. So it's $10. I mean, if you're already that much, if you miss those so much, you pay $120, you're gonna pay the 130. This is gonna do it. I mean, you might not even use any of that stuff. I mean, because just hearing the click was enough for me to know I
Mm-hmm.
did my job. Why do I need sensitivity and all that stuff? I mean, you could probably turn it down so you don't have to hit it as hard, make your controller last longer. Do you remember how quickly those old guitar controllers started to really have issues? Really, how far has the technology come that you're going to tell me that this guitar that I'm going to pay this much money for is going to last that much longer?
Yeah,
Uh,
probably won't be the case. Like usually they, when it comes to these types of peripherals, they are usually going to be quite cheap, especially because it's not something technical. You won't learn how to play guitar by using one of those, of course. Like, and so it is different than those like steering wheels and pedals for a peripherals for a racing game, and you won't be like using that in any sort of competitive scenario, different from a fighting stick for fighting games. So like, I don't think this is going to be such a good material to the point where it's going to last for a long time.
let's move on to the next topic. This one caught me off guard. Remember when it hit first part of March? Uh, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 plus 4 releases this July,
Yes,
day one on Xbox Game Pass.
you
W.
can actually right now.
I'm
You
sorry.
can
That
actually
no. This is a
pre-order
W.
the game.
W W W W W W W W W. Not an L. W W W W W W W W W. Backwards L. Sorry.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dude.
I'm so
I'm in a
sorry.
good mood. I'm having fun. I'm online again. I'm live with GameSet Live.
Okay, I'm honestly starting to think that I much prefer if you. No, I'm not gonna say that.
You want the
I'm not gonna
Bob that
say that.
just sat here like this and let everybody else
Yes,
talk
that I
because I
I
wasn't
I
on.
miss the I miss the pressed Bob.
No, it's not depressed, Bob. I wasn't on camera. So see, this forces me to engage my panelists instead of just letting my panelists run off with tangents and fill 2 hours with content. I think everybody
I
likes
mean, I mean,
Bob.
I mean, you do understand that usually that happens when we have the like
Your future on this
the chaos
podcast rests
like the
on the next two
the
sentences
chaos
out of your
tree.
mouth.
No. I'm just saying that when it comes to like lasting a long time this podcast, usually happens because we have like the chaotic trio here, right? Me, Bushido, and Wise. The moment there's the three of us here, it's just going to be like over and over and over all the
Thember, I
time.
am 47 years young.
Oh my.
I was born the year that Elvis Presley died. I was actually born 16 days after the day Elvis Presley died. He died on the. No, 15 days. 15. He died August 16th, 1977, and Bob was born on August 31st, 1977. That's right. I am 47 years young, and yeah, I trimmed up. A lot of the gray's gone. I took off 10 years like that. Yeah. Ah,
Oh
see,
god.
now Thimber. Now, see, you're just trying to get on my good side. Thimber said in the chat, everybody, that I look 37, which thank you very much. I would actually be a lot
Uh,
closer to my wife's age if I was 37 instead of 47. So, you know, yeah. What? Oh, look at Fabio. I gotta
sorry.
say, Fabio, I love that YouTube profile picture. So professional and like
Thank you very much.
debonair. I mean, that is boss, dude.
I mean the that picture was the one I used for like when I graduated from college and became a chemist. So like that is like my typical profile picture. Like this is the most professional profile picture that I have for like till now. I do intend to update it. And by the way, like during the XPN Network podcast, Ash was saying, "What the hell is that picture?" Because it doesn't look like you at all. You see that picture you have there. It looks like those Tinder profile pictures. And then imagine the woman that would be seeing that, and then out of nowhere, she just looks at you. Like Ash is such an asshole sometimes.
I mean, he can be.
Every everyone, every single one of us, part of that and this podcast, are
Yeah.
assholes. Actually, let's be quite honest here. We love to make fun of each other, but
Good
yeah,
times.
Tony Hawk, come
Yes.
on,
Okay.
Tony
Yeah.
Hawk.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh, man, honestly, finally, finally, we are going back to that because like we had the remake of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 by Vicarious Visions. And then out of nowhere, like Activision Blizzard screwed up, and Vicarious Vision became a support studio for Blizzard. And so everybody thought there's never going to be a continuation of either making remakes, remasters, or a proper continuation of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater ever again. Then out of nowhere,
Um.
there we go. We have Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, which of course they're I don't think they are like better than Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, especially 2, because that one was like a masterpiece. But I think that's really good. I think it's amazing that, okay, we got it. Microsoft is like, okay, we own this IP, and this IP is pretty popular. Why shouldn't we try to be using that somehow? We are talking about like this is a first party announcement that came out of nowhere. We didn't have any sort of gaming events for them to do that. They could have put it that in the Xbox showcase in the middle of the year. But no, they decided to actually put it here.
Okay.
Like
I actually
here,
have a
like
lot of information to download to the masses here. So
oh
it is going to be launching day one on Xbox Game Pass on July the 11th. We're talking about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. Um,
mhm.
and is said to faithfully remake the two games from the ground up while also adding new skaters, parks, and music. As expected,
Nice.
Iron Galaxy Studios is the developer behind Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4, who you may recall for their work on Killer Instinct back in the
Oh
Xbox
yeah.
One era. And They take over from the now defunct Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 developer Vicarious Visions. A career mode that includes the original tours from both games will be present in 3 and 4, as will cross platform multiplayer that supports up to 8 skaters at once. It's mentioned that the New Game Plus mode is part of the package along with new creation tools, while the gameplay is said to build on the work started in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. Interestingly,
Mhm.
the trailer you see above, which I'm looking at, I'm sorry I can't see it. Go to the website. Features a
Fair
brand
enough.
new water park
It-
level that is described as a broken down, dried out park in the heart of the Mojave Desert. And we're assuming we'll learn of more new additions in the near future. Okay. 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 So Game Pass members who want the deluxe edition can upgrade to the deluxe edition for $18, or you can pay the base, or you can just have the base with Game Pass. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Oh yeah. By the way, the deluxe edition, you get to play as Doom Guy.
I saw that.
That was amazing. That's such a nice idea.
Seeing Doom Guy on a skateboard was hilarious. It was
Yes. All for the memes. All for the memes. Like, who
absolutely
doesn't love it
hilarious.
when they embrace it? It's just so well done.
Okay.
By the way, like, I'm curious about if I should buy the deluxe edition because, yeah, this one, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'll see how it goes. But oh my god, if it looks so good.
You know you
Of
wanna.
course I do.
So the next topic's actually a rather large one. It's been covered by many podcasters. It's been covered. I believe. Oh no, it's Alex did a video on it this morning, and yeah,
I saw that.
this news came out yesterday. There have been some whistleblowers from Ubisoft, and they are saying that their company is being horribly managed, and they report claims that EA, Electronic Arts, and Microsoft have been in secret meetings with Ubisoft to purchase IPs to help Ubisoft recoup some of its past losses.
Hmm.
Please, I mean, I have Ubisoft Plus. I do, so that I get all the Assassin's Creed games, the deluxe editions. I get all the Far Cry games, the deluxe editions. I get them day one with just my Ubisoft Plus membership. If I can cut a membership and just get that stuff with Game Pass, yeah. And there's so many defunct. Um, I believe. Oh no, it's Alex. Big shout out to you, brother. Love your content. I believe he said that, like Assassin's Creed, how it's just went like it's been stale forever. What if Microsoft bought Assassin's Creed IP and then gave, I don't know, id Software the IP to make a new Assassin's Creed game? Can you imagine an Assassin's Creed game made by id? I mean, come
That
on.
that that would be that would be huge. But like, wouldn't you consider that maybe it's is more one type of game studio? Just like, let's put it like that. Machine games, which like they are known for Wolfenstein, which is first person, but they did Indiana Jones, and that is first person as well. I'm not saying that they are not good. No, its software is like gods at their craft for sure. They are seriously talented developers, and they know the essence of what you want in a Doom game for sure, no doubt about it. But I don't know
Shout out
in
to
terms of
Drawn
an
TJ
Assassin's
in
Creed
the
game.
chat. Drawn TJ, nice to see you, brother. Thanks for coming out and checking out the
Yo,
new GSL look, man. You get to see our ugly
thanks so
mugs
much,
now.
Strong. Cheers.
And to be honest with you,
And
the
like,
old format was a little dark. I like this. It's a lot brighter.
And like, by the way, would you think that they are going to be selling the Assassin's Creed IP? I think like maybe this is one they are going to be retaining, considering that it's their most successful IP. So I don't know,
You
maybe
mean
they are going
Sesame
to be selling
Squad?
to No, 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 not Sesame Squad. I'm talking about Assassin's Creed.
Oh, well, see, that's just it, though. I mean, so I believe, and then again, big shout out to, oh no, it's Alex. He brings up a lot of good points. Microsoft has got literally a development studio that specializes in every game type. And you know that if Microsoft produces the IP, it's they've said it here recently, it's going to be on every platform. So there's not going to be a wall. It's not going to be a walled garden,
Yes.
and they've got professionals that can handle every game type. So
Mm-hmm.
going forward, I mean, I got to be honest with you, I haven't played a game on my Xbox in almost a month. I've been playing on Steam and on the Xbox app on my PC.
Mm-hmm.
But if Xbox gets a hold of things, everybody's going to get to play them. They're
Yeah.
going to put studios on them that specialize in that, and they're a good judge of character when it comes to publishers too, because who in the world thought Machine Games, Wolfenstein Machine Games, was going to pull off a absolute excellent Indiana Jones game? I didn't see it coming. I had my doubts when I found out Indiana Jones first person. Yeah, but they did it, and Microsoft
Mm-hmm.
seen that. They seen that potential. So here going out, I just want Microsoft to buy everything because it's going to give everybody the opportunity to play it, and they're always going to put their best developer forward to make it, and they've got so many to
Like,
choose from that you know.
like I do definitely agree with that. Like I would love for Microsoft to, for example, acquire a fighting game studio somehow. Either maybe get yourself like impossible, not going to happen, I don't think. Like that in my I would love to see them like acquiring maybe Capcom or Sega or something like that. That would be huge in my opinion. But definitely their approach in terms of going multiplats, I think it's quite interesting when it comes to partnerships that they can do. Not necessarily in terms of acquisitions, but in terms of like take for example Ninja Gaiden 4. That game is second party. It has involvements from
Mm-hmm.
Koei Tecmo and Team Ninja, and there is a participation of first party studio from Microsoft, Xbox Game Studios Publishing. So Microsoft is funding and helping the development of that game. And the benefits for Xbox users is that the game is going to be day one on Game Pass, or maybe you can buy the deluxe edition so you can access the game earlier and stuff. Fair enough. But what's the advantage for the studio, to the developer, the third party developer that works with Microsoft into putting their games on Game Pass is that their games are going to be available day one on Game Pass, but especially their games are not going to be exclusive. They are still going to be available for every single person to play. It doesn't matter if it is PC, PlayStation, and probably even the Nintendo Switch 2 once it gets released. So I think that's more and more incentives for developers too. Maybe we should try to do something with Xbox.
Mm. Yeah, I mean it does because it's like do you want to, if you're a developer and you're looking, yeah, exactly, Thember, everybody wins. If you're a developer and you are approached by Microsoft and Sony, and yeah, I see that, Thember. Bear with me. It my bandwidth just tanked a little bit, so but it's gonna come back up. It's on a wave, and I think it has a lot to do with the internet traffic on Thursdays, which Wednesdays hopefully will alleviate that completely. But like I was saying, if a developer has a game and everybody knows about it and or knows that it's in development, and they're approached by Microsoft and PlayStation, well, you know that if you put it on play, if you get into bed with Sony, you know that that game is only going to be on the PlayStation and maybe PC. We've only seen day one releases with a few select games so far on PC.
Hmm. It's more and more they're going to be adding day
If
one
you
releases, but like the reality right now is that it's going to be a couple of days or months after,
right,
or
but if
even a year.
you
I don't know.
if you get into bed with Microsoft, you know that game going forward is going everywhere. You know that day one you're going to get as much revenue for that game as you can possibly get. Whether it's the multi-million dollar deal that you get for putting it on Game Pass, or it doesn't go on Game Pass, but you still sell it on Xbox, and you sell it on Steam, and you sell it on PlayStation, and you sell it on the Epic Game Store. Or let's say you
Hmm.
put it on Game Pass, but you charge everybody $20 for the deluxe edition on Game Pass. Well, then you've also gotten the big check from Microsoft for putting it. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Thibber. Ninja Gaiden, perfect example. You
Yeah, I
get
just
got it.
mentioned that.
You got a big check for putting it on Game Pass. Then you've also got this extra revenue for hardcore fans that really want the deluxe edition, the full experience. But then you also get everybody else on all the other platforms at full price. That
Hmm.
that's the killer at the end of the day. That and everybody wants to say that Microsoft's going to become the next Sega, but you got to go back to the time Sega was in. Sega back then there was no Steam, there was no Epic Game Store. You had walled gardens that were consoles and developers that sold their physical games on PC. There was no option for Sega to continue to make their hardware and put their games on everything. It just that was not a reality back then. It is a reality more than ever now. Now it makes
Hmm.
sense. Now you can partner with Razer or with ROG to make your consoles for you. That's why I think that if we do see an Xbox handheld this year, it's not going to be a solo effort by Xbox. This is going to be a collaboration because we've already got the Legion Goes, we've got the ROG Allies, we've got the Steam Decks, we've already got all this stuff out here. And don't forget about um, last year when everybody said, "Oh, Microsoft's buying Steam," because Steam or Valve and Microsoft were in talks and having meetings. Well, we still don't know what came of that, what that was about. That might have been a partnership, might have been a partnership for hardware, might have been a partnership with, hey, we're bringing out hardware. We'd like you on board to allow us to put your game store on our hardware. It
Yeah.
could have been many things, but it did happen, and we do know that there was the deal between Steam or Valve and Microsoft. It was successful. We still don't know what it was about, but we're going to find out, and I do believe it's because it's a win-win for everybody. Microsoft gets to sell a piece of hardware in collaboration with somebody else, possibly, that can play everything you invest on Steam, which gives Steam another avenue for revenue. And Steam, they win because you can either, If you're a only PC gamer, then here we have a Steam Deck for you. If you're a console gamer and you've heard a lot about Steam, Xbox has something for you that we will happily let you launch Steam games from. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
I just think Microsoft at this point, until everybody else catches up, should just buy everything, because when Microsoft buys everything, you're guaranteed that everybody's going to get access because of the comments that have made by Satya Nadella and Phil Spencer here lately. Everybody's going to be able to play every game, and exclusive games suck. Exclusive games are for one party and one party only, and that's the fucking fanboys. And that's right, Bob cursed. Fucking fanboys. Which Bob used to be in that camp, and Bob is not in that camp anymore. Bob has spread his horizons, and when I got into podcasting, I decided I'm going to buy every console. I'm going to beef up my PC so that I can PC game, because I want to be able to give my honest 2 cents about experiences on other platforms and not just blindly hate the other side, because I've never taken that chance. And to be honest with you, I did play on everything for a little while, but now I have an Xbox and I have a PC. My son has my thrills from my Xbox, and I get the superior gaming experience no matter whose game I decide to play on my PC. It's just, you know, I wish Sony would just give in and say, you know what, we're throwing the kitchen sink at everybody. Which I think
I
would
I, I
happen.
mean,
Go ahead.
I mean, would you say they are going to be doing exactly the same thing in like going 100% multi-platform? Because while I have this impression, I don't think necessarily right now would be their time to do it. I don't think they, but like we do know that Sony has this sort of history of Microsoft does something and then Sony ends up
Sorry.
following. Oh, bless you, my friend. No worries. And then Microsoft does it first, and then Sony just follows and see that okay, it works. It's funny actually. That's Sony is the kind of company that says no, we would never do it because it makes no sense. And then they see the tendency of the industry and the market that was set it up by Microsoft, and they decide to, you know what, let's just do it. Like, who cares?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, so, and I'm gonna try not to let any of my dead fanboy come out here, but since Microsoft's arrival into the console market in, was it year 2000 or was it 2001?
The
Wow.
Xbox One, the first Xbox was released in 2001.
Since Microsoft's invasion of the console market in 2001, I believe they've pushed Sony to do the things that they need to do to keep up. So the first Xbox came out with a hard drive. The PS2 did not.
Yes.
Do we think the PS3 would have had one if Xbox had never come along, or do we think we would still be playing with memory cards and a slight bit of storage for game updates? So I believe
Yeah,
we'd still
probably.
be, yeah. I mean, do we think online would have happened as quickly as it did in the console market? Do we think back compat
hmm
would have caught on the way that it
I
did?
mean, and we are talking about like just basic right now, of course, basic Ethernet. Because at the time, the only console that was capable of doing any sort of thing like that was the Dreamcast, which
Yes, sir.
was dial-up internet. So like, imagine the situation where we, without Xbox, it would be like, okay, it's just going to be dial-up internet because at that time every single household had. dial up. There was just a very few select people that had actual Ethernet, and they were bold enough to put an Ethernet port there in the back of the original Xbox, which allowed them to make great advancements for online gaming with like one of the best pitches in the world in Xbox Live. That was like a revolution, honestly. And also in Halo 2, for example, in terms of how multiplayer, especially the LAN houses, would be working in terms of
And
like playing with your console.
I do just want to say we've been online with our consoles for over 20 years now, and Xbox Live still has the better audio quality over PlayStation Network. What is going on?
As
We're all using the same internet, right? Why can't we get the same quality? Why do you need a partnership with Discord to improve your audio quality? Which shout
like
out
we
to
need to
Discord.
be
That's what we use for this podcast.
and like it is that situation where, let's be honest, what Xbox is doing right now, it's great in terms of the gaming community. And if you don't care about the console wars anymore, or even if you are like a fan of Xbox and you understand what is the vision, you understand all the benefits that the console brings, you need to understand that right now the main benefit is not going to be exclusive games. It's going to be more technical features and also Game Pass. So like with Xbox, I get to have the best internet service in Xbox Live. I get to have the best audio service with the party chats in Xbox, the safest as well, because like we know how PlayStation
Yep.
usually has cases of leaked data all the time over and over. We end up having also amazing gaming deals, which I can understand that, for example, for outside Brazil, like deals at PlayStation are amazing and much better than Xbox. But here in Brazil, the deals and the price differences from Xbox to PlayStation sometimes are absurd. A game to the best value in a console, I would definitely go with Xbox, considering that, especially like I am a Series S user, of course. So like when it comes to having a machine that is capable of having quite a punch in performance and allows me to play next generation games with a console that is extremely cheap compared to what console prices usually are. Like these are the main advantages that make me like, okay, I would much prefer to go with Xbox into this and future generations if they continue to go with that path.
And
Instead of
and,
releasing a console that is $700 and with the disk drive being separated.
and if it's true that they're going to start having not only their original hardware, but partnering with people like ROG and Dell and Razer and all these other companies to make their own iterations of Xbox so they can stay on the cutting edge of the technology spectrum. In your neck of the woods, it really it's just going to increase um, your choice. Like as far as how much do you want to pay for an Xbox, instead of having you right now, you only have two options for an Xbox. In 5 years,
Yeah.
you could have seven console options and three handheld options that dock to put it on your screen. Also,
I
that
mean, I
is
hope they
amazing.
dock.
They would. I mean, they'd have to have a mini HDMI out or something. I mean, that's the way the Switch does it. They've got just a
Yeah, yeah.
mini. Yeah. So, but yeah, we've got off on a big tangent here, but yeah, um, we don't have to tell you all where our roots come from. Our roots come from Xbox, but we try and cover everything. And but I gotta tell you right now, consumer is definitely on Xbox's side right now, and Steam and
Right now, right now,
Yeah.
No, go. No worries. Sorry, my bad
So
there.
the next topic I do want to bring up is late this month, Bob's. I do believe it was in Bob's top three game of the year. If you haven't checked out the XPN podcasts game of the year episode, check it out. Bob, this game was in Bob's top three. It is Pal World. Pal World has gotten crossplay. It's going to be added late March as part of a big update. Pocket Pair confirmed this update will include multiplayer across all platforms, as well as add world transfer for pals. So in your different worlds, you'll be able to pull pals from other worlds. And that's cool. No further details were
Mhm.
offered outside a promotional image showing a bunch of Power World characters fighting a rather large pal. So, yeah. That's good news for the over 32 million players that have picked up Pal World so far to date. 32 million.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's huge for a game like that, and especially considering the such a small studio. That's amazing.
Got three topics left, all right? And
All right,
these
no
may be
worries.
quick because how this came out across Xbox Wire today at 1:13. How Power Wash Simulator 2 is giving you more of what you already love. Um, I don't play it. Do you play it?
Car wash?
Yes.
I did play a little bit, like I did enjoy it, but it got old sometimes the moment I saw that, okay, I have this huge scenario here of which I need to just clean it up and fuck, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah. I did to put it in the chat. I apologize for the lag issues because, yeah, OBS is showing me right now an upload. So I've been able to do quite a few things with OBS to actually get my bit rate down to make the so I made the window for the gameplay smaller, and I because I made the window smaller, I was able to go to a 720p at 60 frame resolution, which cut my bit rate down. Um, so not only do I have to hold 10 bit, I don't have to hold 10 megs anymore. I can seamlessly run the stream with 7. And
Hmm.
my internet provider can't even provide that. They're providing 1792, and now it just went from that to 2498, and then to 1042. Yeah. Um, right now, yeah, Bob's having some internet issues. Bear with me. I believe it has a lot to do with the high network traffic on Thursdays, and don't forget, you got a lot of people live streaming the basketball tournaments right now. Hopefully, Wednesdays will clean a lot of this up. I do pray. I do want to get into Power Wash
One
Simulator
can hope.
2. Yeah, one can hope. Power Wash Simulator 2 is bubbling up with invent. We haven't tried to reinvent the wheel with our next installment. The main thing our community of washers asks for is more content. So that's what we're giving to you. All right. Next
Hmm.
on the topics, there was a 2025 Humble Games showcase. I I'm not
Ah,
aware of Humble Games. Do you know Humble Games?
no,
Anybody
you
know?
got me there. Humble
Um,
games? What?
Humble Games just held its Humble Games Showcase 2025, and it's brought about some big news for fans of the publisher, in addition to a slate of updates on known projects. Humble Games 2025 presentation revealed a number of new indie titles marketing their world premieres. The presentation was divided into a main show of Humble published titles and the Friends of Humble pre show. Both sections revealed some never before seen games, in addition to announcements and news of upcoming indie titles. In total, 17 games were looked at throughout the showcase's duration.
Hmm.
Those games, the big ones, are Sticky Business, Urban Jungle, To, uh, Tuahualua Nights, Bubble Ghost, Antro, Bow, Path of the Teal Lotus, Wall World 2, and Future Vibe Check. Wow.
What is okay? Well, now I just saw. Okay, okay. There are some games from this developer that I remember now. Just seeing it here. Like I remember Void Bastards that was available at Game Pass at some point.
Yep.
And there was that, what's the name of it? Supraland something. Let me check here.
Some of the other
She's
games
like a
showed
puzzle game.
Some of the other
Yeah,
games shown at the showcase was On Your Trail, Lost Skies, Wizard of Legend 2, Billy Bust Up, Monaco 2, Breeze in the Clouds, Threads of Time, Town of Zaws, and Wild Blue. Wow.
mm-hmm.
Um, the most memorable games shown in the showcase. Number one was Lost Skies, which is a cooperative survival adventure helmed by Bosa Studios. Received a new cinematic trailer showing off more of its post-apocalyptic sci-fi world. Okay, survival and post-apocalyptic. You realize you have Bob
Hmm.
now. You have Bob. You have my utmost attention. That's like Bob's favorite genre. Survival and a post-apocalyptic. Bob will be checking that out. Lost Skies.
Why why am I not surprised?
That's just that's Bob's jam. Early access game Wizard of Legend 2 brought a new trailer to the table showing off 4-player co-op. Sounds to me like maybe Wizard of Legend 2, kind of maybe of. I want to say maybe an isometric RPG like Diablo esque, or yeah. Billy Bust Up, a 3D platformer that touts itself as a playable musical, came with new footage and insight into its development and a dev diary with prolific composer Daniel Ingram, I know him, and
Hmm.
renowned orchestrator Trevor Hoffman, I know him. The pair let fans in on a small peek at some rhythm and flight minigames as well as other new sequences. Oh yeah. I tell you what, man. I gotta say,
Hmm.
with Daniel Ingram and Trevor Hoffman on board for the audio, oh man, I may just start the game and listen to it. I may not even play it.
Nice.
Oh, Pocket Watch Games also delivered a selection of announcements around co-op heist title Monaco 2, as well as a new look at the series' switch to 3D isometric visuals. They also announced an April release window on PlayStation and Xbox releases.
Nice.
Stormy Nights Interactive, a developer duo with a focus on entertainment games, or I'm sorry, not entertainment, edutainment. Did not know that was a
Hmm.
word,
I
but
should say, what's the name of
edutainment.
it?
So it's going to entertain you while it educates you. Duh.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
I'm gonna look that up in Webster's after the podcast is over and see if that's actual word. But their focus on edutainment games showed off a new look at Breeze in the Clouds, which is a 2D beat 'em up brawler centered on a world of dogs with power over the weather. Breeze in the Clouds now officially has a release window of sometime this year. Hmm. And then, last but not least, news also came out about Threads of Time, which is a time-based travel-themed JRPG inspired by none other than Chrono Trigger. Ryo Games used their time to reveal Barza, a sky pirate scamp from 1000 AD, portrayed through the comical animated cinematic. Wow. In terms of world premieres, the main Humble Showcase unveiled two more exclusive announcements. The first of these is Town of Zoz. Z-O-Z. Hope I pronounced that correctly.
Okay.
Which combines cooking and farming gameplay with combat and exploration, in the vein of media like Delicious in Dungeon. No, thank you, Bob. Will
All
pass.
right. All right. A bit strange way. I think it's curious, but yeah, no, thank you.
And then at the end of the show is when Chihuahua, Chuhai, Chihuahua. Yeah. They're the studio behind. They're behind Cursed to Golf. That's when they revealed Wild Blue, which is probably my most anticipated game of their showcase. Wild Blue, an on rails flight shooter similar to titles like Star Fox. In fact, the teaser for the title involved Giles Gaddard, who worked on the original Star Fox games. Little was shown off about the game or its plot, but given the drought of Star Fox titles in recent years, fans of the series might be excited to see a similar project with alumni like Giles Goddard working on it. Wild Blue could be a spiritual successor title in the vein of games like Yooka-Laylee and Bloodstained
Mhm.
Ritual of the Night.
Okay, nice.
I tell you what, Humble Games doesn't sound too humble to me, right? Come on,
Hmm.
get it on. Okay, and the last thing we have to touch on, Silent Hill F, confirmed for PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. They showed a reveal trailer that I have seen it, but I had forgotten about it. I haven't brought it up.
Let
But
me
yeah,
check here. I have
since
no idea. Seriously?
you have to watch it, dude. It feels like oh, uh, it's like Silent Hill is dropped into classic Japan.
Mm,
yeah. You remember that? Oh, what was that? What was that
Fatal
horde?
Frame.
Yes,
Fatal
yes.
Frame.
Oh,
Oh, I just saw the art style of the image from the thumbnail here, and the first thing that I thought was, this is Fatal Frame.
e-
Holy shit.
exactly. Oh man. So I got to give you the synopsis of the game. So Silent Hill F, it will be available for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC via, and on PC it will be on the Steam and Epic Game Store. So it's hitting all fronts, and the Microsoft Store. So you'll be able to play it on your PC your PC Xbox app. It's being
Mhm.
published by Konami and developed by Neobards Entertainment. The release date has
Nice.
not been announced yet, but the synopsis is it's 1960s Japan. Shimizu Hinako's secluded town of Ibishigawa is consumed by a sudden fog. That's Silent Hill right there, baby. It's consumed by a silent fog, transforming her home. So we can see the protagonist is going to be a girl,
Mm-hmm.
transforming her home into a haunting nightmare. As the town falls silent and the fog thickens, Hanaku must navigate the twisted paths of Isubugasawa. I don't I did not I'm sure I just butchered that, but solving complex
Probably.
puzzles and confronting grotesque monsters to survive. Immerse yourself into Hanako's world imagined by renowned author Ryokishi 7 with
Mm-hmm.
entrancing music, including pieces of Akari Yam. I really have to get better at pronouncing Japanese names and titles. I do
I mean, come on.
apologize. Akira Yamaoka, Yamaoka, or yeah, I butchered it again. I know I did. And beautiful visuals on the gripping tale of doubt, regret, and escapable choices. Will Hanaku
Uh-huh.
embrace the beauty hidden within terror, or will she succumb to the madness that lies ahead? Oh, oh, yeah,
Sounds really good. Sounds really good. If you are a fan of Silent Hill, like probably you should get excited for it, honestly.
yes, totally.
Maybe here's the thing. I don't know why, but I have this curious thoughts of why maybe they decided to go with Japan static. Because if you can notice the character visuals in the trailer, they don't look so amazingly well like detailed. Let's put it like that. So
Yeah,
how do you somehow try to disguise that? It's just like that same situation of in order to disguise the problems with visuals in games, the environment is darker, you know what I mean? So like in this situation, maybe they decided to use an art style and choose people like they decided to use an art style in a way that is not going to be like amazingly well detailed. They decided to get younger people to be the characters because maybe because they don't have to worry about so many details on in their faces, and they decided to go with a Japanese more aesthetic, not just because of some sort of lore that they want to go with, but maybe also to try to this guy. I don't know, like I had this sort of thoughts because just so the game doesn't get criticized like the blooper scene remake of Silent Hill 2, you know what I mean?
yes, I know exactly what you mean.
I think that's the situation we will be dealing with. But like it looks good. It definitely like looks good. If you are a fan of Silent Hill, this is like this seems to be like mandatory for you to experience. You need to play this game. Just like every single release of Resident, just like Resident Evil 4 remake is a mandatory game for you to play if you are a Resident Evil fan.
Yeah, definitely. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, so can we take Silent Hill F as a is it a branch off the main story, or is it a what does the F stand for? Is it a continuation or a branch? Is it a split?
I I think it is a branch. It feels like it because out of nowhere you are in Japan.
Yeah. And the game I was trying to think of earlier, it really it struck me the trailer. As soon as I saw the trailer, the first thing I thought of was of Ghost of Tsushima. That's the first thing I thought of. Ghost of Tsushima
Mm-hmm.
was like I was like, wow, this could be like if you didn't know what you were watching, you would think you were looking at a trailer for their new game. But it's not. It's a
Yeah.
Silent Hill that's kind of got that feel, that aesthetic, and yeah, uh, totally pumped up about it. Yeah, yeah. But that's all the news. I mean, that is Game Set Live news, topics, and controversies, and everything else. And
And all the crazy BS that we end up talking or doing during it. We hope you felt entertained as we had fun doing it
yeah,
for
we've been
sure.
live. Me and Bob and Fob here have been live for 100 and for 1 hour and 51 minutes. And we're going to cut out,
Yes.
guys. And we do hope you enjoyed the new format of the show. And starting next week, we are going to be on Wednesday, aka Hump Day, where you can get KY and the boys on Wednesdays, hopefully with better bandwidth. That's right. But
Hopefully with the full panel members, of course.
well,
We
yeah,
still
I
we are
know.
always hoping let's always please do go to Mr. Yusuf's Twitter and send him good wishes and good luck for his exchange operation. We are we are all
Wow,
up
wow,
to the
you went
support
there
of
again.
we
Again,
are
you went
all up
there.
to stop it. Let's all support Vanessa in her time of need, okay? Let's go with it.
Oh, but on that note, again, tonight tonight's episode's not being recorded, so it won't be on audio streams tomorrow. But everything will pick up as normal next week, Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Western Time. On your way home from work, you'll be able to catch GameSat live. You can listen to it. Just start up YouTube, throw the phone in the chair in the seat next to you, and yeah, we'll take you home every week on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Eastern, Western Pacific Standard Time. But on that note, Fabio Amorin, where can people find you at?
Oh, you can find me not just here on the Games Live podcast with Mr. KY Bob, Mr. Bushido, and also Mr. Yusovini and Thimber, of course. How can I forget Thimber? You can find me also on the XPN Network YouTube channel alongside Mr. KY Bob as a panel member of it, and a bunch of UK people who just cannot stop remembering a certain Mr. Blobby for some reason whatsoever.
Mr.
You
Blobby, I
can find me
swear to God.
you can find me also on Xbox as Buffon Lizard 8, and you can find me on Twitter as FBO Amorin 97.
And this is KY Bob, trying to wrangle this band of misfits every week on the Games That Love podcast. You can find me on YouTube at my channel. Keep a lookout for my future video reviews that I will be doing, one of which will be on this game you see on screen that I have been playing called Atomfall. And yeah, there's also I do want to drop a dime for an interesting project called Tempest Rising, which is a real-time strategy game that, if you didn't know any better, you think you were playing another Command and Conquer game. It is that true to the soul of Command and Conquer, other than being different maps, different units, and different enemies. Check it out. The demo is available right now on Steam. That game will release on April 24th, I think that might be. I might be a few days off, but late April. You can also see my video review on that game. Uh, I will leave you all
Mm-hmm.
every night, the same way that I leave you tonight. The same way I leave you every night, and that is to go outside, gamers. Make sure you touch some grass, hug somebody you love, and game on, baby. And we'll see you all next week.